Coach, another chance to have your team out here on a Saturday and scrimmage offense against the defense from the scrimmage last week through this week of practice. What type of improvement, your generalizations about what you saw out there from your guys today?
Yeah, I thought, just from watching it live, here, you kind of get your thoughts. And to me, the thing that jumped out was I thought our offensive timing was much improved. They were in rhythm for sure. Thought Richard threw the ball extremely well. Receivers caught the ball well, and the tempo was what we want, so very pleased with that for sure. I think that defensively got a lot of guys out there, which is what we wanted to do, get a lot of these younger guys more reps. We know what these older guys can do, get them less reps, but when they're going fast on offense, that puts pressure on those young guys, and so a lot of that created some of the plays that the offense made, I'm sure. But at the same time, great work by the whole group, over 100 snaps, and really, really good special teams work as well. So it was a very productive day, and I think it was a step in the right direction from last week.
Coach, to special teams, just through this week of camp, how you assess where that position group is from kicker, punter, holder, everything that goes into special teams. How have you seen them develop through camp?
I feel like it's like everything else, it's a process for sure. Obviously, with our, guy like Dan Gotzel, who's been here, he's been great. He's just so consistent. That has to continue. I think that Griff kicked the ball well today, and which is good to see. And it's just a gradual continue of his confidence in the snap, hold, the kick. We had some issues last year with all those and the protection, and he's gaining confidence in that. I think we've really got a lot of those things cleaned up. But we don't know till the bullets are live, But I think today kind of was another step towards that for sure. And then Hayden, during our punting, is doing some good things. I want to make sure that we're always just improving, And Joseph Gideon's the other guy that's in there taking reps, and he's competing for that spot, And obviously he didn't practice all spring with the surgery, and so he's been working hard. And Drew Conrad as well is doing a great job holding and doing a great job punting. So as a group, very pleased with them. And just want them to be, my whole thing with that group is I want them mentally tough. I don't, all the other stuff, I want a mentally tough special teams group, because those guys have to be at their best when it counts the most, and they're going to have to be able to provide the winning edge for us at critical times. And so they got to have nerves of steel, and we're working, that's kind of what we've been focused on this whole camp.
Coach, starting next week, classes obviously start for these student athletes. From a schedule perspective, how do you adjust and mold to what the practice schedule is going to be like as the season gets started?
Yeah, you'd have to make changes for sure. This is really the end of camp for us, and so they'll go back into the morning practice mode, which isn't a lot different. We'll start a little earlier. I have to have them out here in time to get them to class for sure each day, and won't always bring them back for afternoon meetings. So we're going to get in our what we call our game week preparation mode in both schedule and both mindset. So that's kind of the next step for us as a program.
Coach, yesterday on Friday, Luke Timian, a fun video released, and certainly a fun moment for the coaching staff and the entire team, and Luke especially, as he earned a scholarship. Just take me through that process and everything that's so deserving for a guy like Luke Timian.
Yeah, it's fun to do that because, especially a guy like Luke, who's, man, everybody loves him. He was raised right, got a great family, has done everything you ask him to do, and makes plays, And so he's a guy that's earned the right to get that scholarship. And so it does your heart a lot of good to be able to kind of creatively figure out a way to surprise him, And so I think we got him. He wasn't expecting that, and we brought him up to sing the fight song, and then had it all planned. The players didn't know either, so except for the coaches. So it was neat. We did another one this morning we'll talk about later, but just those kind of things they're neat for your program. People do it all across the country this time of year, but it's neat to see the guys like that. I have a special place in my heart for those guys because I feel like as a coach, collegially, I had to be a walk-on, to kind of come in at the ground level and at the small college level and just kind of work my way up and earn it, and the old-fashioned way, and that's what these guys have done. And Luke's he's a great player, even better person.
Coach, finally, we just want to get your thoughts on the situation released earlier this morning about Bryant Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I'm heartbroken for Bryant. We call him Fitzy, and great kid. Just an unfortunate situation that's transpired, and but we had a great talk with him one-on-one. He's going to be with us, obviously, and allow him to be able to continue his. He'll have 4 more years to be able to go, and as long as he takes care of business here in the fall, he'll be with us in the spring on the field, and he'll be with us closely. But it's one of those situations where sometimes life's not fair. You know, we've talked about that throughout fall camp, and he had a chance to live that out, you know, yesterday and today, and realize that you know, how you respond to adversity is going to define who you become.